Hello everyone, this is Xenasham from Ghostlands EU on my Let Us Play Shaman here, who is currently level 84. We have just leveled an 84 in the previous video, and we're going to be questing in Uldum, to be honest, for the next 3 to 4 videos. I have been powering through Uldum, and I think the reason I don't find it as interesting is mostly because of the Harrison Jones quests. I have zero bit of reference. If I actually had a reference, I'd probably find these quests amazing, because this entire quest chain inside this vault here is almost definitely an entire just spin-off of a, well, not a spin, like a riff on the storyline, like a parody on the Indiana Jones, one of the Indiana Jones movies. In fact, all of Harrison Jones quests in Uldum are basically just stuff about the Indiana Jones movies. But I just don't have any because I'm almost sure this is a scene from the end of one of the movies. But I just don't have any reference, so I don't actually feel that. It is kind of cool what he's doing, like jumping on these statues, destroying them, swinging from row to row. But if I had actually watched any of the Indiana Jones films, I probably would actually be really, really excited with what's actually happening here and have really big nostalgic moments. But I was one of those kids that didn't watch old action movies. Yeah, I kind of sucked in that regard. I never really liked anything that wasn't sci-fi. So Indiana Jones with his mysticism and stuff just passed me by a bit. Though I probably should go back and watch them, because I've heard they still hold up today and they're really, really good. Especially the ones with Sean Connery as the grandfather. I don't know if he's in every single one of them, but if he is in some of them, then I will really like it, because I love that guy as an actor. We just did something with Uldum. I don't know. We probably shouldn't have touched anything, but we did something, and I don't know what we did. I don't even think Harrison Jones knows what we did, but we just made some light flash up, and for all we know, we could have just activated a death sequence that destroys the entire planet. But oh, look at the pretty lights. We're happy because we got pretty lights. What are we doing now? We're doing some quests for the Ramka Hen. We're going to be dealing with what's happened to Orsis. Now, Orsis was the city of another, not Nephiset, what are they called? The Tolvia race. They lived in Orsis, and because they wouldn't join with the Nephiset, Alakia destroyed Orsis. Most of the people are dead. A lot of people are injured. A lot of the city is now completely under ruin. And we've been tasked with trying to collect some of the old relics of Orsis, also to destroy the Alakia minions, and to save any Orsis survivors that we can find, and we'll give them sanctuary in our town, really, the Tolvia. I keep forgetting the freaking town names of the freaking Tolvia. Nephiset, Orsis, and Ramka Hen. So the Ramka Hen are helping the Orsis. But now what we've seen, what Alakia can actually do, this probably is not a good idea for the Tolvia to try and defy him. Because if he can do this to Orsis, he can do this to the Ramka Hen city almost certainly. Though we managed to save a lot of the Office survivors, so let's see if we can actually fight back to Nephiset later in the quest line. What are we doing now? We've only got like 2 quests now, 2 things to do. We just need to fly. This is actually kind of an annoying quest line, because if anyone is actually in the same area, it becomes quite a long quest chain to actually do these quests with the Orsis, because there aren't enough survivors up, there aren't enough scions, and it does get kind of annoying. You have to fly around a lot trying to find any of the stuff around. It's not that bad on my actual Let Us Play character now. I didn't find it that difficult, though it did take longer than it really should have. But when I was actually using my first character, Divine Irony, my Death Knight running through here, and there were like 5 people doing the same quest, I basically just said screw it and went to do more Harrison Jones quests, because there was no way in hell I was going to actually complete those quests with so many people in the same area. I would have literally taken me an hour just to complete those 3 quests. For I think Blizzard actually improved the spawn rate of some of them, because there were some complaints at the beginning. For that might just be random rumours I read on the forums, but I think they actually did that. Now, what are we learning here? Prince Nadun is telling his father that they must go to war with Nephiset, but after learning what actually happened with the Orsis, he is more hesitant to go into open war. His father, the king, kind of wants to, or the pharaoh, kind of wants to appease the Nephesset and make a ceasefire, but it's obviously not going to work. Either they join with Alakia, or they're just going to be annihilated. So what they're going to do is we need to actually confer with the High Council, because the pharaoh does not actually have the legitimacy or power to actually declare war. So we must ask the three high priests by doing quests for them to try and appease them in order for them to vote yes to engage in war with the Nephesset faction. The quest we're doing now is we have to destroy sliverer eggs and sliverers, because apparently they've infected the waters around this Tolvia city. I don't know why we're killing them, but apparently they're not very nice things. And they're eating things, I guess. They don't seem to be doing that much. It does seem to be eels just walking around. They don't seem to be doing that much. But apparently the High Priest doesn't like them, and we need to get rid of the corruption. So the first two quests is we have to just destroy the sliverers. This actually does take quite a while, because there are a few people doing the quest in the same area. And again, there aren't enough mobs. I don't know what it is with Uldum. For every other zone I've been in, they seem to have, like, they've either made it like there's too many mobs, or there's just enough mobs for a substantial portion of players to actually level in the same zone. But with Uldum, it seems for like some quests they just haven't made enough quest items. It just doesn't make that sense. It's as if they had a look at Mount Hyjal. Whoa, that is way too many mobs. Let's just make up for it in Uldum. But they went way too far in the other extreme in Uldum. It's not that horrible. In fact, it's nowhere near what was happening in Burning Crusade and Raft Lich King in some areas where you had to wait ages to kill a certain amount of mobs. But it is kind of annoying sometimes in Uldum. It's not that annoying, but it is something they could have addressed and increased the spawn rate. But the thing is, when they increase the spawn rate, people then complain that there are too many mobs spawning and they get ganked while they're still trying to kill mobs. So I guess it's just me, because I kill things so quickly, that other players who are healers wouldn't have the same problem with finding them too long to kill mobs. Well, they would find them too long to kill mobs, but they wouldn't find it that there are too little mobs for you to kill. The quest we just did there was to kill the Nephesset Guardian, who are apparently summoning the eels. I didn't know you could do that with eels, but apparently they are. They summoned eels and have now infected the waters in Vernal Lake. But now we've done those quests now, and the High Priest should now vote for us. But will he? We do not know. Let's actually fly back and see. Because what actually happens is the High Priest does not support the war. We basically did those for nothing. He just said, well, I will confer with my prophecies. So we didn't even have to do those quests for him. We were just basically giving him help for nothing, because he isn't actually going to help us. All he's going to do is to confer with the prophecies and looking into the future, and then whatever that happens, he will then vote in that favour. But, so yeah, what we just destroyed there was the broodmother of the eels there. So now that broodmother is now dead, and there shouldn't be any more eels in Vernal Lake left. So now we've completed all the quests for High Priest, and I guess, where are we going next? I think we're going to be talking to the High Commander, who is dealing with trying to outfit the soldiers for war against the Nephesset, but because they've been quite lackluster in fighting combat, they are poorly supplied, their troops aren't that disciplined, so we basically need to take them through a test course, and we're now helping the worst soldier in the army to try and help him to become a greater soldier, but it doesn't really work. He's still a terrible soldier. The quest we're doing here is we have to collect 20 hardened crocodile scales. I guess it's for armor, but it could be for weaponry as well. I don't really know how strong the carapace of a crocodile, or the skin of a crocodile actually is. This isn't really no. You can't say carapace for crocodiles because carapace are for insects. So basically, we're just wondering whether the skin is strong enough to actually create weapons out of. Most likely, they're just crocodile armor. Now, the quest we just completed there was to steal some. I think we just got some information from the Nephesset to find out where Tahit's son is, because apparently Tahit's son has been taken by the Nephesset, and eventually in the quest line we're going to have to go and save him. It won't be in the next video though, unless it's at the end of the next video, because I haven't actually completed the quest line to that point. I don't think there's much left in the video, guys. I think we're just going to be killing Crocolis, collecting the hides, and then we're going to be helping Sahit to kill the hyenas in the area. So I guess that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope to see you in part 16 of the World of Warcraft Cataclysm Let's Play. We're going to be doing some Harrison Jones quests in the next video. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in part 16 of the World of Warcraft Cataclysm Let's Play.